There we go. But this is Lost Castle 2. You might be familiar with Lost Castle 1 in the vaguest sense, but a little bit ago, I think it was not even a week. No, it's been a week now, I think. The sequel has come out, and I still haven't even touched it at all. I don't know what live streaming mode does in this particular case, so I'm not going to touch that yet. But I really enjoyed Lost Castle 1. So, absolutely I was going to pick this up as soon as it dropped. I was originally waiting to play this with a friend, but since we've got a bit of spare time today, I'm gonna at least dip into it and see what's what, so I can be better help to them when we go to play it later. I don't know. It really is a problem how they just keep misplacing them. It really just makes everybody's life complicated. You let me know if that music's too loud or anything, by the way. It should be okay, but just in case. Now see, they went drinking. That's how they lost the castle.
You've heard of the Ethereal, haven't you? Those elusive, enigmatic fellows. Wherever they tread, wondrous treasures always seem to surface. Today, I got wind of some intel from a few old guildmates of mine. It's the Ethereal. Right around a lost castle on the border of Riyadh. But, as most of you surely know, the borders of Riyadh are teeming with malevolent creatures. Peril at every turn. The Black Forest, tainted by evil.
Excellent, thank you,
will
No.
attempt to attack any intruders. A village is found there. However, the villagers seem to have intensely terrified them.
They do seem a little strange.
And let's not forget the famed border mountains of Riyadh. The lair of dragons. Danger at every step.
Well, I'll feel at home here, I guess.
But
Could be worse.
we don't tolerate cowards here. No danger is too great for us.
As long as you survive it.
After all, we treasure hunters. Answer the call of treasures and adventures.
I can get behind this logic, yes. Give me loot. Give me all the things.
A new face. Introduce yourself.
No. I refuse. I need no introduction. That sure is a face. And you know what? This is fine. I'm gonna do a little bit of work on this, but this is otherwise absolutely fine. Sure. You know what? That looks funny. We're doing that. You know what? Yeah, this is fine. We'll just go with that. I'm not gonna make it complicated right now. Need be, I could probably reset that if I really don't like what I'm dealing with after a bit. But it amuses me right now and it gets the ball rolling. But here we are. And they already gave me a staff, huh? Okay. I should probably plug my controller in because I forgot that this is one of the ones that uses two halves of the keyboard for control. I wasn't sure if they were gonna keep that control scheme from the first game or if they were gonna update it. Now, is this gonna actually pick up? The answer appears to be no, which is not really a shock, and it's something I should have done something about before. Well, we'll just make do then. It'll be fine. I've done worse. Hello, treasure hunter. I'm Armstrong, in charge of the camp construction. Though everyone prefers to call me Uncle. Yeah, it works on 2 layers there. Currently, our camp's in a remote location and funds are tight. Many facilities are yet to be built and it's quite a headache. Perhaps you adventurers could invest some of the gold yarn from your ventures with me. I could use that money to find material sources and improve our existing camp facilities. This will also make your future exploration activities more convenient. Rest assured, I will definitely put the gold you entrust to me to good use. Some of it will go to my mustache. That's clearly a good cause, right? How much does it cost to upgrade things? Okay, that's not much gold at all at the moment, but that's also the early tiers and I can't look at the later ones. Deal with that later then. It looks like we could just skip talking to him entire. What are you doing? Aha! Yeet. Wow, you can throw him far. Because obviously I had to find out about how far you could throw him. Hey there, treasure hunter. I'm Nadia. As you can see, I'm a blacksmith. I can provide you with various hunter gear to assist you in your adventures. I can also offer you some starting weapons for your journey. My sister should have arrived as well. However, she seems quite interested in ethereal technology and went off to find the ethereal device. I hope she doesn't encounter any danger. Let's not talk about my sister for now, treasure hunter. Need suitable hunter gear? What do you got? You've got jumping shoes that allow us to jump, or bombs. Looks like I can only have one or the other. And obviously, who needs to jump when you have bombs? I mean, really now. Bombs solve everything. Eat. Okay. Here, for giving me these, catch. What's your deal? Hello, treasure hunter. You need assistance? Exactly. Bomb jumping. Okay, you're just the record keeper. That's how you go into multiplayer, which we're not going to be doing at the moment. But as you can see, you can just create a room, use a room code, and all of that. It's currently set to China, which is a choice. Even though we're not using it, just in case it uses the server anyway, we'll go ahead and go to North America where it belongs. Good to know that they also actually have North American servers. That worried me for a second when it defaulted up there. Spear. Hey there, young one. I'm the alchemist they call the alchemical madman Mercurian. Huh? You haven't heard of me? No worries, just know that the potion bottle you got in your hands, yeah, that elixir bottle, is one of my proud creations. I heard from your boss that this area has seen an influx of ethereal beings. Now that's some extraordinary news. So I decided to tag along. Research related to the ethereal beings is quite exhilarating, even within the realm of alchemy. If you come across anything intriguing, especially concerning ethereal beings, show me first, young one. I'll make it worth your while with a reward. Why does everybody care about these ethereal things? Did you just tag along as a treasure hunter without knowing anything? Yeah-huh. Ethereals are fascinating magical creatures. They don't seem to belong to this world and can traverse different times and spaces. How we catch one? I'm not really sure. You'd think they just leave. A tendency to collect treasure from various worlds allows them to always find many unknown magical artifacts wherever they go. Some of the enchantments on these treasures might offer excellent solutions for my next experiment, or perhaps I could obtain some unfamiliar chemical material not of this world from the ethereal beings. Just thinking about it gets me excited. Get a load of this one here. I am the stylist, Dazzle. You want to become charming and irresistible? Come to me and I'll make you look completely refreshed. Oh ho ho! Okay, so you can fix me up if I need to be fixed up. Okay, very good. Onwards to glorious battle. I don't know how long I'll play this today. I probably won't play for too awful long. Just because we've already been going for a total of 3 hours counting the crash time, so. Preparation area. So that's tutorial. Or forward. Otherwise known as forward. Hey, goblins. Catch. Yeah, I can pick them up and throw them now. Yeah. Hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. This is already a worthy improvement over the first game. Because the first game was a pretty good beat 'em up in general, but now, with the advent of being able to pick up and throw more things, this is already much better. Yeet. 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 Lots in the box. A lot of stuff's in the box. Weapon in chaos. Weapon in chaotic flux, ready for intervention to determine its final form upon being teleported from the ethereal vault. Oh, so you get to choose now. Nice. Nice, nice. You can also dismantle the things you don't want. Explorer's armor or infantry armor? I mean, give me free things. Ethereal's rune. Different factions of the Ethereals mark their collected treasures with their rune imprints. These rune imprints grant us the corresponding rune power. Okay, so there's like set bonuses and synergies now too, which is all showed down there in the bottom right. In addition to providing certain basic attributes, when each type of rune power reaches 10, we can accumulate a corresponding rune energy through relatively simple means. This energy can be used to unleash corresponding rune attacks. The rune energy accumulation can be viewed at the rune meter indicator in the bottom right corner of the screen. The detailed effects of the 3 types of rune powers can be viewed through the character status. Some treasures also have effects that can only be activated as rune power rises. Try accumulating enough rune power to activate these effects, which will bring greater power to the treasure hunter. Noted. And now I have a fancy hat. This armor's not bad, but I like my little pith helmet. Actually, it might be more of a minor helmet. It's fine. Drink the unidentified potion. +2 defense. Ethereal coin. Now, which of these do I want? Arguably, oh, it's a turbo lance. I thought it was a staff. No, never mind. We're going the sword. I might have panic pressed spacebar trying to jump away from the explosion and summoned another bomb. That's gonna take getting used to, because you used to always be able to jump in the first game. Elite monsters, huh? Bring it on. The special mutated monsters has been invaded by demons. Looking like invaded by demons. What is with the bot spam today? Perish bot. You don't belong in this world. Anyway, carrying right on as if that didn't happen. Oh, hi there. Big guy seems like he'd be a bit of an issue. Now the treasure goblin got away because the big guy hit me. I saw a prompt above him that made it look like I was gonna be able to throw the big guy, and I so wish I had gotten a chance to interact with that thought. There we go, big guy's finally down. He was tough boy. Go ahead and heal up. Our healing's pretty generous in this, as it turns out. You, go be with your friends. Now perish. I'm so glad I picked bombs as my hunting gear because these bombs are so effective. Come here. Like, between the bombs and just throwing my enemies around, I'm so satisfied with this already. And this has, as you saw, fully available online multiplayer. And I think it's... I don't know if it's only 2 or if it's up to 4. Could really go either way on that one, and I don't remember. But it's only a 13, give or take, dollar game, so... If you're interested in this kind of thing, I do recommend picking it up. Like, I'm already willing to recommend this because this is already off to a good start. Choose an ethereal treasure. Greedy Spirit, Bottled Fire Spirit, and the Swearing Pumpkin. When close to enemies, there's a chance to trigger a Runequake, but I need, looks like 15 green for Runequake to do much. Okay. It'll cast Fire Burst if it has 10 red for the Fire Spirit, and every 50 MP consumed makes me stronger. Per area, though. Or I could spend a coin to re-roll this. I'm just gonna take the Greedy Spirit. I think that's fine. I really should look at the rest of the controls, because I feel like there's more to this that I'm not getting. Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured there was a dodge button, and I just didn't know what it was. Okay, that's the main thing I needed. Okay. Now I get it. We don't need a safe zone. More violence. Bombs for you. I will never get tired of throwing these things around. Like, I would not be surprised if I just do an entire run of nothing but throwing things. Especially since I can just pick up the guy I just threw back up, or the guy I threw the other guy at, you know. I've just got endless options for throwing people. This is great. This is pure joy for me. Bunch of money. And then an unified potion. Minus 7% speed. Ew. Village Prophet's armor or Swordsman's leather armor. I mean, I lose some HP, but this works better for us, I think, because this gives us a bonus when we do a set of combo attacks, which we are just kind of spamming right now because that's all we got. And we'll just dismantle the old Explorer armor. As nice as the supplies are. Cursed area or challenge? Challenge! Hello, enjoy bomb. Crashing your party with bomb. Yeet. Yeet. And that's just a power combo right there, being able to just throw a bomb on the guy I just threw. He landed straight into the bomb. What an unfortunate landing for him, huh? Whoa. Gotta go! Follow my nose! I am thriving right now. Restore 40% health. Nice. I mean, sure. There's no reason for me not to pick this up. The iron machete or just a straight up katana? I mean... This does more damage and has crit rate and has a neat ability. I mean, there's no questioning that. Ethereal Merchant area, which we use soul crystals at, or elites again. More elites! More violence, more violence. Yeet. Kaboom! Okay, our special move really is just that fast. I couldn't even tell we did a special there. It just came out just that fast. That little spark and then the swing was literally all our special is for this sword. Which was effective, don't get me wrong. Let's see, Lightning Buckle. When special action hits, there's a chance to generate electric sparks. Endless Gold Pocket. When valid area is cleared, gain extra money. Crimson Heart of Agitation. Attacks can restore injury HP. I don't know what injury HP is, but I feel like I want that. Ah, portion of health that can naturally recover after being hit. Sure. Yeah, no, Lost Castle 1 was very good, and Lost Castle 2 seems like it's living up to the first game and so much more. Boss time. Yeah, this guy, the Mad Gardener, huh? Like a week or two ago? It's really hard and attacks very fast. Okay, I didn't even have a chance to react there. Okay, so it's fulfilling the tradition from the first game as well in that it will just kill you. It does not hold back, which is fine. I remember dying to the first boss of the first game a good 3 or 4 times before I knew what to do about it enough that I got through it. So we're definitely going to be having a similar experience again here, and that's completely fine. Let's show off some of the weapons while we're here, though. Nice, simple, and effective. Turbo Lance. More or less a gun lance for Monster Hunter. Staff does what you'd expect. It throws magic. Also now has close range magic these days. We already saw Big Sword. Sword and Shield. Has defensive attack. You can straight up just block. You can slam them with the shield. All around decently effective. I'm gonna try magic this time, unless we find something interesting immediately when we're out there. Let's go ahead and start getting some upgrades out. Magic. Ooh, base max health increase, things like that. Let's go ahead and just get all of these started. I mean, technically, by virtue of you kind of put yourself into a class by using a different weapon type. Bear in mind, the 10 minutes you've seen me playing this is all I've played of this version. I don't know how much they've added to this version yet. The first game, you kind of determined your class by the armor and weapons you picked up along the way and what you decided to do with that information. They might have done more with this version. Base attack increased? Yes, please. Let's save the rest of our money in case we use it elsewhere in the camp. Because, like, do you have anything new? No, we didn't. Oh, okay. We spend rocks to unlock the other ones. Carry an extra weapon, MP bottle, emergency HP bottle, portable magic turret, and a boomerang. Used to be in the first game that you'd find things like boomerangs and knives and such laying around that you could use as one-use items that you could just throw. Looks like they kind of moved away from that a little bit and made things a bit more permanent. Ah, young one, you're here? You still don't have anything useful you do, so I'm just gonna continue to ignore you. He might do something useful later, but he doesn't seem immediately useful. Anything up here? Okay, the E prompt was not on any of the things up there. Got it. You actually do something useful? No, that just does record keeping, right? I may as well spend the rest of my money then, because it seems like he's the only one who uses the gold. Nah. Go ahead and get us a little bit more health. A little bit more speed. There we go. You'll note that the cost was going up the more we spent, just across the board. Last game, the currency was souls, and you'd lose your souls when you died. Or at least you'd lose a portion of your souls when you died. Looks like they're a bit more generous about that this time. I would factor this under either side-scrolling beat-em-up or roguelike. Yes, it is definitely a roguelike. Or roguelite would be more accurate, but it's more or less the same thing. Just, it's a little less strict, so it would be factored under light rather than like. But all of those tags would apply. No problem. Burn, goblins, burn! Here, have a bomb. Yeah, pretty fast than that. Easy. Give me all the materials and the coin. The game seems to really want to put me on the Lance path. When taking damage, trigger a rune quake once with a cooldown of 2 seconds. Sure, I get hit all the time. You know what? Fine. You want me to use a Turbo Lance game? I'll use a Turbo Lance. I still am not messing with those cursed areas. That seems like just a terrible idea. Oh, nice. They actually clean up things you leave behind automatically. That's very generous of them. I completely forgot to dismantle my staff when I left. Just launched the whole end of the lance off. When I compared it to a gun lance, I didn't realize how correct I was when I said that. This has even got Wyvern spiking. Oh no. Recover MP when hitting enemies. Yes.
Kill them all.
That's the plan. Still don't need a safe area whenever it happens to show up, because we have full potion. Do. Ooh, okay, you need a little spice in your life. Kaboom. I don't know if that'll ever get old. Yes, it's working. I see it. Your typing isn't really working, but the feature is working. Also, if you continue to spam it, I will time you out. This is your only warning. It is not a toy. Not yet. But you will be if you keep up on and things like that. They were starting to drum, and then all they were was dumb. Okay, we do have quick recovery in this too. I need to remember that that's still around. If you hit dodge right as you're about to hit the ground, you actually can just instant recover. No drumming. This is fine. I desperately need some armor because I am flimsy right now. Wow, that gives a lot of health for just being leather armor. When thrown and hit, there's a chance of explosion. Ha. But I recover 20 health per room. But explosions. We do have enough soul crystals. This merchant might actually be useful to us. Those cost a lot less than I thought they would. Use iron ingots to upgrade weapons. Okay. A human. As you can see, I am an ethereal. Very good. That was very helpful. That seems like it got a lot louder suddenly. No, it's just a little sharper. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's too loud. Just hits a little harder. Yeah, so that's the blacksmith's sister. She ended up in here. I'm gonna assume that's a mask. Indeed, the techniques of ethereal magic are quite mysterious. Are you from the guild? Is it already this late? I can't let my sister worry. Sure, I'll be heading back to camp now. Are you though? I don't know if you actually will head back to camp like you're supposed to. Sealed. Perhaps there's a way to unlock it. Okay. Chaos Runestone. Upon being picked up according to the hunter's wish, a Chaos Runestone will transform into one of the 3 colors. Runestones automatically stack and have no weight. Neat! This gives +1 to everything, and, just gives epic treasure drop rate. Yes. Immediate yes. And now I'm probably gonna die, because it's boss time again. Oh, different boss, though. Oh, flat top goblin. Okay. Bring it on, buddy. Wait. Oh, my controller's working now. I noticed the controller was vibrating. I'm like, wait a minute. Hang on. Did this suddenly start working? The answer is yes. So this will get immediately significantly easier as soon as I figure out the controls on the controller work completely. Nope, I should not have tried to heal in that position. That was a bad idea. Okay. so far. Hello there, Ruby Luna. How you doing today? Welcome in. Wrong button. That's pain. Well, this is unfortunate. Really was hoping that was gonna reach. Really shouldn't have expected that much, but well, here we are. I'm doing alright, how about you? A little bit of a dicey situation here, but we'll be fine. Or not. I dodged the rock with the blast, thinking I was clever, and then a rock landed on my head. But on the bright side, now I have a chance to get used to the controller controls, and things should be a bit smoother. Sword and shield, no. Try again. No. No. There we go. I was kind of fishing for the dual blades to give them a shot. Now you're here. No words, huh? Hello, I'm Selena. It seems we've met before in the Black Forest. I, together with my sister, provide assistance to everyone in the guild. My sister's in charge of forging equipment. I'm studying this acquired ethereal device. This device seems to be able to manipulate the ethereal equipment repository in this area. Not exactly daily. I stream every day other than Wednesdays and Sundays, generally. Controlling the types of weapons that appear in this region. If you need to use this device, come find me. Oh, I see. I can turn off certain weapons so that they don't show up. That's kind of neat. Like, if you don't like a weapon type, you can just not have it show up. Or if you want to force yourself to use something. That's pretty good. I like that. I mean, of all time, it probably still goes to Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. Of recent times, that's a bit trickier because that changes pretty often. My favorite thing that I've played recently, though, probably would be Fallen Leaf, which I finished 4 days ago now? Something like that? That one was quite good. Go and just keep raising our attack. Because if we can get through the health bar of that boss quick enough, we won't have to worry about not running into it and dying. I don't know, my favorite kind of changes a lot is why I'm like, I don't really know how to answer that entirely. I play too many things for favorite to be a stable concept necessarily. I'm aware of the Uncharted series. I have not personally played it because I kind of missed that era of game-wise a little bit because I ended up picking up the PS4 kind of late, and I ended up not actually picking up that much for it, and my PS3 kind of went to a similar fate. I grew up with a lot of the earlier systems, and then grew into a PS2 and a 360, and then I kind of shifted to PC for the most part from that point. I'm from the States, nothing particularly special there. him up, chuck him into his friend, throw him around. Okay, so the more of those marks I generate, it seems like our charge does more damage. Got it. So it's kind of on a combo system. There really isn't any one thing I play the most. I am a variety streamer through and through. Like, I'm playing this today, I'll probably be playing something else on Thursday, yet at another thing on Friday, though this might come back on Friday depending on how things work out. And then there's a 7 Days to Die server I'm running on Saturdays lately. Alright, ABC, you have a good one. Like, I am definitely the all over the place ace type. I don't really think I like dual blades in this that much, but I probably just need to get used to them more. We'll just go in with the two-hander again right quick. What about you? What do you usually play, Ruby? You did already ask that question. And as I said, no, I have not had the opportunity to play that. Okay, he does immediately turn and follow that up. Oh, nice. That's a good series. And drink the potion. Hey, it's a healing potion. Convenient. Mage armor's not really perfectly suited to what we're doing, but I'll take it. Apprentice Amulet. Cast rune bullets after hitting an enemy, or generate poison mist. I'll take the poison mist because it's more likely to cooperate with what we're doing here. There we go. Thumbs away. Oh, they all died from that. Okay. Works for me. I dodged too early, and we failed the challenge. Sad days. Thank you. I have a lot of experience with the previous edition of this game, not as much with this version yet. But I can kind of fall back on the normal patterns from the first game, since they seem to mostly hold up in this one so far. Ooh, that is going to be more useful to us. Though there's definitely a certain amount of rust, because it was... God, how long has it been since I played the first game? At least like half a year? After this today, I'm probably stopping. Because I usually only go for about 4 or 5 hours a day. Barring cases like yesterday where we ended up going for 8 hours to finish up Ape Escape 3 completely. Just on average, my energy usually holds out for like 4 or 5 hours without pushing too hard. Yeah, exactly. Now and then, you gotta take a break. And since I do all my own art and everything too, I kind of need time to fit that in too. Kind of makes things tricky. there's planning things for that 7-day server, because I'm planning on adding some mods to that. I would not say that I'm a huge fan of cars as in general. There are some nice cars out in the world, but cars are not really something that I focus on now. There we go. Since the bombs only knock us back and not kill us, I'll just make that work. Is that a question mark of you didn't understand the response, or is that just finishing up the sentence? Yeah, 5 less damage received is probably a good thing. Grab the material from that. I mean, the Ethereal Merchant was good last time, but we died rather quickly after we used that one before, so let's just go this way. I don't want to waste more of our soul gems right now. There we go. Just clean house with a lot of them. Missed me. It's kind of impressive how these goblins survive this big sword being just dropped on their head like that. I suppose after a while you get used to things being dropped on your head. Let's see. Just a coin, potion, raised our crit damage, not bad. And a knight's lance. Nah, I'll keep my sword. But we are about to go into the boss, so maybe that was a mistake. It'll be fine. Or it won't be. Either way. Okay, good, we got this boss again. We might actually be able to beat this one. Though since we have very little healing left, this might get bad. Belly flop! You missed me. Okay, even if I time that, it looks like it still hits if I'm still in the circle, so I need to be more careful about that. That one was my timing just being bad, and that's me being greedy, trying to pick up a bomb and throw it at him, and somehow that didn't hit. And you know what? I'll take it. I'm not really sure how to answer that question, because it depends on the kind of place you're talking about. And honestly, I don't go out that much these days, so not really a big thing for me. I am mostly just a hermit these days. Yep, I couldn't react fast enough to that third charge. Yeah, we really are having a hell of a struggle getting past as boss 1 this time around. That's not a shock, but I was hoping they would go a little better. I heard that there's a lot of desync issues. I have not encountered it yet because I've not played the multiplayer yet. I'm just dipping in for a little bit to round off today's stream a little bit and see how it compares to the first game. A little bit here and there. I'm glad you've been enjoying the game at least. I do have Discord, yes, but I do not have a public Discord. There we go, we'll just max out attack, because that's how I operate. That's always been my modus operandi. Boundless aggression, and it works out however it works out. Yeah, there's a chance I will be playing this multiplayer on Friday. It depends on how things work out. If this doesn't end up working out, then I will be, of course, playing something else. There have not been firm plans made for this for Friday yet. I meant to throw a plant over there, but you know what? Throwing the box works just as well. May as well break all... No, there we go. I was gonna say, may as well break all of these to get the money out of them. And then he just decided he didn't want to turn around for a moment. Convenient runestone, okay. Potion heals me, very good. And, ooh, we have a choice between two wands, surprisingly. Yeah, that seemed to be about the impression I got when I looked through the reviews. Some of it is legitimate because of the desync being an actual issue, so it got a little downrated for that. And the fact that it did have couch co-op in the first game and then they didn't put it in the second one, I can understand people being upset about that because I did actually use that feature myself as well. But at this point, remote play works just as well most of the time, so it's kind of fine. And there's plenty of couch co-op on PC. That's not an excuse for it not to have it, but if they chose not to put it in, that's the dev's choice to make. You'd be surprised. Plenty of people actually do local multiplayer on PC. I can guarantee you that because I myself have done it. Because sometimes you actually have multiple people in the same area that want to play something. And rather than dragging a bunch of PCs into a singular location, you can just use the same machine. And I'm gonna pass on the offer to see your work there, Ruby. I'm sure your work is fine, but as I said, I do all my own work. But yeah, to say just blindly straight out that no one's going to do something is a very short-sighted view, honestly. Just because you have not experienced it, nor do you know people that will use that feature, does not mean it's not a feature that will be used. As I said, Ruby, I am not interested. If you continue to push that, you will be removed. I will put it in plainer terms for you. Oh, absolutely. I don't think any of that is worth downrating it for, absolutely. I completely agree with you on that score. Yeah, exactly. It just needs a little bit of cleanup, and then it'll be perfectly fine. Even the first game had its jank and still has its jank. Like, that's just kind of a part of it. But yeah, that's the other thing, is it's also early access, so it'll get sorted. The major technical issues will be taken care of, more content added, and all that good stuff. people have just become incredibly impatient with early access titles. Which is wild when you think about how many times a AAA full release will come out in worse shape and they'll be like, no, this is fine. Yeah. It just needs a little bit of time. Much like ArcSeed that we were playing before. Just needs a bit of time to get it worked on. Exactly. That's always the important key point to these things, is if the devs are still working on it, there's always hope. It's if you can prove out, guaranteed that it's abandoned, then it's an issue. But this is far from an abandoned project, considering it's only been out, what, like a week or two at this point? It hasn't even had time to have the feedback properly processed for half of it yet. So I would say it's still within a fair window, just call it release these teething issues. Considering some games take over a month to get sorted out when they get started up. Definitely take the 4-leaf clover. Yeah, so just under a week ago. So people should be thankful that it's running decently well, and desync's the biggest issue they have to complain about. I'm not saying don't hold devs to a higher standard, but make sure it's a realistic standard. That's always what I'll tell people to do, is be realistic about what you want. And if you want something to be the quality you want it to be prepared to put your money where your mouth is on that score too. Is this released at what, like $13? Something like that? Let me double check. Yeah, it's a $15 game. If people are gonna get butthurt about there being some small complications with a $15 title, they should just get out of the indie market, because honestly, they're never gonna be satisfied. Because for fuck's sake. And they're trying to play for 70, which is the insanity part of that whole thing. Yeah, exactly. A little bit of jank in a game that's a quarter of the average price really isn't a problem. Yeah. Exactly. Heal up a little bit. I still only fought this guy once, so I'm not completely sure how he moves yet. There we go. Now he does 2 of those. Noted. A little early on that one. Nope, out of range. This might be the first one we actually win out against, but we also got here in really good shape, and magic is usually the easy route in this era of games here. I just need to not get too greedy. Once... Oh, he traveled further than he did the first time. Okay. But if he's just gonna sit there, I'm definitely gonna take advantage of that. There we go. Finally got past the first boss. Unless he got a second phase, which I don't think he does. No, he definitely has a second phase, which explains why his health bar was lower than the other one. I wondered about that. I was hoping I was wrong. Give it some time. It'll pick up a bit of a following as people adopt it, but more than likely most streamers looked at the desync issues and went, we'll wait and let that get fixed first. Because your average person's gonna try to play this in multiplayer most likely. Okay, he is stalled out, so now is the time to really go ham on him. See, and that's the ironic thing, though. He has... Arguably, Couch Co-op might have solved some of their desync problems because people could just use remote play together as a workaround till they got the desync fixed. There we go. That's not a shock. There's usually a handful of certain points where these things will break down if they're going to break down. Hero's Gem Sword launches extra rune bullets off of that button. Every 9 attacks trigger Rune Slash once. Rune Slash really doesn't suit what we're doing here. I think I'll take the Gem Sword. It's the most appropriate to what we're doing currently. Yeah, exactly. Cutscenes would usually be the source of an issue like that. Because more than likely what's happening is it's not correctly ending the cutscene and synchronizing afterwards. Something along those lines is almost certainly what happens in that situation. Go ahead and take the Sacrament Robe. Actually, there's an issue there too, because... Well, unless you have a toggle where cutscenes just don't play in the first place, if that's what you mean. Is skipping them lends itself to a whole other level of desync. But yeah, if it's just shut off entirely, that theoretically could work. It depends on if the cutscene itself is the actual underlying reason, or if there's something happening at the same time that's causing the desync. It really could go either way with that one. But the likely candidate, since it's consistently around that cutscene, is the cutscene itself. It's nice that you can change your hunter gear at this point. Hey, treasure hunter, what a coincidence to run into you. Right. I don't think I explained what I meant completely. Depending on how they've coded that section to function, it may not be possible without a decent amount of change to completely skip that sequence. Thus, they would still have to have you walk onto that platform, which would then lead to potential other issues. I came out to see if I could find some interesting alchemical materials, but I realized this place is too dangerous. I was watching from the sidelines as you battled that monster just now. It seems you obtained some materials from that creature. Whether it's needed or not, the fact that it's in the game now, depending on how this engine is structured, the engine would still be reliant upon that scene playing to properly bring you to the next scene. I don't know how this engine is structured, but I do know in certain small cases that can be an issue. What the actual scene is irrelevant. They would have to change a few things around in order for the sequence of events to play out properly in the engine. Those powerful magical creature materials are valuable, but we'll need a proper crucible. Here's the deal. I have to get back to the camp, to go find Uncle, and ask him to make an advanced crucible for me. I can use these materials to provide you with some assistance. It's a win-win situation. So this is probably last run for the day, so it depends on how far out that cutscene is, whether I'll actually encounter it or not. Since I'm still very much shaking off the rust. What amazing options I had on that path. Okay, so that's how those extra rune bullets work. Okay. Understood. That's actually going to be less useful than I'd hoped, but more useful than I expected it to be. More Zambis. No, whatever it is you were about to spit, no. Not allowed. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to find a weapon with a better special before I start really worrying about making use of that gem sword's ability too much. Because I just really don't care for that ice wave that much. Huh. Okay, that actually changes things, though. That might actually make it more worth using. I can work with that. We lose a little bit of health, but that's okay. That could be fun, but I'll stick to my current path. I will stay the course. And show them the power of Old Man. I'm old, can't you tell? Look at my eyebrows. Fear the eyebrows. The eyebrows are where I hold all my magic. Aha! The one downside to using this staff is I keep forgetting I have bombs now because I already have so much range. I probably should have switched to jumping. Oh well. I'm sure the bombs will come in handy at some point. Besides, I like bombs. Bombs are fun. Like this. Okay, they can target when they spit. Yeah, those are actually very useful enemies to throw bombs at, because our staff doesn't have this kind of stagger that the bombs do. I mean, we already have a good amount of blue, but green might be... Nah, we'll just keep moving blue along. There we go. This way we at least have one rune power triggered. We're doing pretty well on supplies at the moment, so onward. They really keep spawning these safe areas whenever I don't need them. It's kind of upsetting. Okay, that hook reaches further than I thought it does, because he's got it on a chain. We're just gonna have to keep Piggy under control here. Nope, not this time. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, ow. Sir, if you would kindly die. Thank you. Easily dealt with. No. Say it, don't spray it. What do we got here? Magic spike shoes, which give me rune bullets when I dodge. And it'll also deal damage when we dodge through enemies, it seems. Okay. Or I just get paid when I go into areas. We'll keep on keeping on with that. Since we seem to just kind of have a whole rune bullet setup going here at this point. We may as well just keep that whole train rolling. If you're wondering, yes, I did in fact blow myself up as a means of dodging. Since it does push us back when we blow up. There you go, you enjoy that. Apparently that missed, but... well, it was a good idea while it lasted. Oh, you're making those, aren't you? As I just stare at him while I drink. There. That's right, I lived and you didn't. That's the power of being old. No. Sir, that is an entire tree. Sir, no. No, 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 no. That is a tree with eyes in it, no less. That just makes it so much worse. No. Bad. I don't care if you're angry. You and your eyeball tree need to go away. Really didn't have eyeball tree on the bingo card, but you know what? I wish it was just so it would at least be noted down for posterity, because I don't know how else I would explain that. Yeah. Let's see if we can get past the second boss. Signs distinctly point to me, and it has just gotten suddenly a lot more unlikely. What in the Bloodborne am I fucking dealing with here? Hey, that is disgusting. I wish you would stop. Okay, I think I did make it stop, actually, whatever it was doing there. I'm glad I just stayed where I was. That would have really been awkward otherwise. No, 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 no. No. Cut it out with the necromantic bullshit. I'll take that hit, that's okay. I wasn't sure if he was gonna go a fourth line forward, that's why I just kind of took my chances. We're gonna be close to winning this, but I don't think it's working out. A lot of his attacks aren't too bad to dodge. It's just a few of them are real awkward. Like, honestly, that attack right there is basically a freebie. It's mostly these necromancers spawning in that I'm a little concerned about. And when he does all the purple rain. We're a decent way through his health, though, so we might be okay. I just need to not be stupid. Oh, I canceled him out of whatever he was doing there. Ow, that's pretty much the thing I was worried the most about right sat there getting clipped on the edge of something because I didn't move far enough because I was trying to keep attacking. It's gonna be so close. Come on. Got him. 2 firsts in a row now. We're getting places. Something important. Huh? Maybe. Yeah, okay. Nothing I need to worry about right now. Prizes! Boss treasure in chaos, huh? What do we got? Self and summoned creatures attack? No. Less current HP, more additional energy gained. Okay, that's the Runequake mechanic. And there's that trial hourglass again. I mean... It's not the worst idea to take that because I get rune slashes to go and protect the front of me while I'm casting my spells. Sure. I hear it, but I don't see it. I'm just going to assume it's working. If it isn't, and I wasted getting that item, oh well. What's this? Attacks have a chance to drop soul gems, but it can only drop a max of 15 per area. Nah, I'm good. Eye of Corrosion. Meteor shower, you say? Yes? Everything about this, yes? Yes? Still that. Switch to fire for that. Okay, meteor shower's pretty good. I can get behind that. Go ahead and fully refill. I could change hunting gear, but bombs actually turned useful after I remembered they existed, so we'll be fine. To the Crystal Mountains. I swear, if this turns into a run where we go to the end of the available content, I don't know what to do with that information. It would be the first time I'm like, last run, wins game, what? They're starting to get a little tanky, though. Oh, okay, the rune slashes only trigger if there's a target. That's why I couldn't tell that they were working before. Okay. But they are working and they do okay damage. They're not doing a ton because they're not necessarily lined up with what I'm doing, but extra damage is still extra damage at the end of the day. I do like that these unit wheel guys like try to sneak around to the sides and the back of you. They're trying to be clever. Unfortunately, they roll just slow enough that it doesn't really work out in their favor. Now, the fact that they're really durable, that works out in their favor. Because I usually get tired of shooting at them just enough that they get a shot in. Ow. I do like that you can interrupt the heal partway so you don't have to fully heal off the potion and drink and end up drinking the whole thing out. Like if you know you have a reliable means of self-healing, but you just couldn't do it in that specific situation, it gives you an option to make sure that you don't waste all of your reliable heal. When you could easily recover if you just had a moment to recover. Ooh. I didn't know that would work. That was fun. I can just hit the bomb while it's on the ground and send it. Right over his head, huh? That's a shame. Yeah, these guys are getting a little spongy for little old me, but I think part of that's just we don't have efficient damage, nor do we have particularly great items at the moment. And I wouldn't be shocked if there isn't much scaling. Because I seem to recall that the first game had some scaling issues, which made playing it alone kind of difficult. I mean, sure. I don't seem to have a limit as to how many of those treasures I can carry, so I may as well just put them all in my pocket. That's actually a pretty neat effect on that boulder rolling toward the screen. You know, completely ignoring the fact that it's dangerous. Just like, ooh, that's a neat effect. Okay. This is just a nightmare. And we're dead. I wanted to be clever and get around and bomb them, and that really backfired horribly. But also kind of didn't at the same time, because this at least means I didn't just fly right through the remaining game. So we'll spend our stuff and then I'll get us out of here. Armor proficiency does seem like a good idea. Okay. I definitely need to raise the amount of healing we can carry. Now, do I need to talk to you directly about the other thing? No. You still have the same dialogue you had before. Okay. Well, we've spent our money, so back to the main menu. Alright. From a little bit of a scuffed beginning, I'd say this all worked out in the end. It is unfortunate that the stream and everything else crashed an hour in today, but I'd say we got a pretty good turnaround, having finished a full run of what's available in Arcseed and a pretty good run of Lost Castle 2. I'd say that all was better than expected. I mean, we didn't end up getting a game completion for the completion list like I'd intended, but that also wasn't gonna happen necessarily. Considering I couldn't find anything that I'm like, yeah, I could reliably get through that in one go today. I woke up not feeling the best today, because I think the 8-hour stream yesterday kind of was still kicking my ass. So it was a bit of a thing. Looks like Char's slowly going insane on her raft, so we'll go see her. That'll be fine. That'll keep today easy. Though she may be wrapping up before too awful long, but it's fine. So, thank you all for taking the time to be here. I will be back on Thursday with something. And on Friday with, again, something. Might even be this. Who knows? Saturday will be either 7 Days to Die with the 7 Days to Die crew, or there was some debate as to whether we were going to change it up for a day to refresh things. We'll see how that ends up playing out. I meant to mention that sooner, and then Brain just kind of defaulted on that one. Which, if we do something to change it up, it'll probably be a Lethal Company lobby, so that'll be exciting. I still need to talk to the rest of the group about that one in more detail. There's also the chance I will be adding a set of mods to the 7 Days server if that gets accepted by the group as well, because I have picked out a mod set. I'm just finishing testing it before I bring it out for the rest of the group to decide to go or not to go with. But I don't really have anything else of note to add at this point. So I will see you all on Thursday. Hopefully you have a good night. Bye, everybody.